Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Money Garden. And today we are continuing our journey with Think and Grow Rich, the book. So just to review it, for those of you that this is the first time you're here, you're welcome to go back and visit a couple of episodes earlier. The first time I covered the book in its entirety about the 13 principles. We've covered in another video the first 4 principles, and then another video we covered principles 5 to 8, and today I'm going to cover principles 9, 10, and 11 for you. So with that said, let's get started, shall we? So Think and Grow Rich was written in 1937 by Napolean Hill. Since then, there has been many editions written and re-released, if you will, or republished. The reason I'm telling you guys this, because if you've never really heard of the book or you're not familiar with the book, and if you're going to go to research it or Google it, you will find that there is a lot of different covers, because it has been republished so many times, and almost every time it was republished it had a new updated cover. However, the essence of it, the principles that Napoleon Hill talks about, these are essentially 13 principles to success or to achieve any goal or any dream, are the same. They don't change. So don't get confused thinking, oh my god, this is a different cover. It doesn't matter which one you buy. It's probably, the essence is going to be the same. So with that said, Think and Grow Rich, written by Napoleon Hill in 1937. And today we're going to cover principles 9, 10, and 11. So principle 9 is called the power of mastermind. So Napoleon Hill talks about something that we all know all too well. We heard it so many times, the saying that says no one ever accomplished anything alone, right? One person may have the vision, one person may have the determination, one person may keep going no matter about the falls and pitfalls, but ultimately almost every single successful person that you ever hear them talk, they always give credit to their team. Meaning it takes a whole team. Now sometimes a team could be small, sometimes it could be just 2 people or 3 people, and sometimes large teams. But nevertheless, we can't really ever accomplish anything alone. So Napoleon Hill talks essentially the same concept or the same notion, but he puts it into more organized format, which he calls it a mastermind. And here is just to share with you guys the definition of a mastermind. Is basically the coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit of harmony between 2 or more people for the achievement or for the attainment of a definite purpose. So oftentimes, you know, we're never really good at everything, right? We might be good at a few things, or we have some strengths, but then there are some other areas of business we might not be very good at. When you have a mastermind, the idea is that the group or the members of the mastermind, they are there in order to provide, to help, to support each other in helping each other attaining their own goals. So they are willing to give their time, their effort, sometimes even money, right, to help the other person. And so therefore the rest of the group will in turn return it to them as well. In a mastermind, you can start a small mastermind. Usually started with people who you believe they have expertise in areas that you don't have very good expertise, or they are people in areas that you want to become really good at, and or sometimes, you know, mentors, obviously, sometimes peers. So it depends. You can select, there's so many different ways to select your mastermind members. If you read the book, of course, you're going to get more information on it. But having a mastermind, the power of mastermind, is extremely important to achieving your goals, your dreams. So that's principle number 9, and it's called the power of mastermind. Principle number 10, and often people giggle about this one a little bit, it's called the mystery of sex transmutation. And basically, Napoleon Hill talks about it that, well, it's true. The desire, the desire of sex, if you will, like romantic or sexual desires, is the strongest in your universe. And oftentimes we don't really want to talk about it much, or sometimes it's a taboo, but it's the truth. And transmutation means changing or transferring one element or form of energy into another. So what is sex used for? So usually it's used for three reasons. One is perpetuation of mankind, right? We use it for procreative purposes, but then also for maintenance of health, right? Oftentimes there's a lot of studies out there that has been associated with mental health or emotional health. I mean, it doesn't take many people, anybody that's an adult, and if you've ever had sex or had intimate relationship with someone, you will know that we really feel like it changes your entire emotional. Yes, it is a physical act. It is a physical act, but ultimately it has emotional and usually positive emotional aftermath, right? So it's very important. And then the third is transformation. Usually it's been linked to transformation of an average mind to a genius mind. And again, for the everyday person, we don't really look at it that way. But if you read the book, I think it's extremely important. The final and last point I will make on this particular principle is that how many times we have heard the saying that behind every man there is a great woman. Today we are in 21st century. Sometimes that could be reversed. Some women are extremely successful and they have great men behind them who are supporting them, right? And also throughout the history, it talks about every single very famous either artist or singer or performer or businessman. Usually when they got married or they were in a romantic relationship, when the woman really supported them, usually it can be traced back their success. It's usually just went right up. So this is not an area to be discarded in the whole plan to succeed for a goal. So it's very, very important, and Napoleon Hill talks about it. So I would highly encourage you guys to read about it. And then finally, number 11, principle number 11 is the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind also talks about in principle number 4, which is autosuggestion. So the subconscious mind, we can't really control it, you guys, right? But we can feed it information, because the subconscious mind doesn't know, doesn't judge, doesn't know right from wrong, doesn't question. It just takes the data. It just takes the data. So knowing that information, it is extremely helpful because we say, okay, I don't know how to do XYZ, or I don't know what, but you can feed your subconscious and ask the questions. Ask the right questions, we will start coming up with solutions. So for example, if I want to become better at something, or I want to push my business forward, I can ask the right questions. Okay, what are the skills I need to know? What are the skills I need to get good at? Who are the people that can help me with this? What are the circumstances that can help me with this? And if I keep asking those questions, my subconscious mind will go to work to make sure that it makes this possible for us. So with that said, I wanted to wrap up this section for this episode for Think and Grow Rich. Today we covered principles 9, 10, and 11. Those were the importance of a mastermind, the mystery of sex transmutation, and the subconscious mind. Very, very important steps in your journey to attain your dreams and your goals. Thank you so much. And like always, please like, share, comment if you have any questions. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks.